The Knicks and Leon Rose didn't give up their soul to try and get Giannis at the trade deadline, but, a couple moves were made here and there. So my guy Alex Trataros and Knicks Fan TV is on to talk about Jose Alvarado's role with the team now that Deuce McBride is going to be out. And, of course, we're going to look ahead to the Pistons and Celtics games this weekend. Go, Alex. Go, New York. Go. What's happening, my guy?
I'm good, Brandon. How you doing today?
Decaf from here on out. Decaf from here on out. All right, man, let's go straight into this, man. BK's very own Jose Alvarado. He was added to the roster, but the team's got to subtract Deuce McBride from the lineup because he's going to miss significant time because he's having surgery for a sports hernia on Friday. That's today for those who are watching. Do you think Alvarado can step in day one and hold it down for Deuce while he's out? And I guess what's the expectation on him due to the Deuce news?
I think Jose can enter the rotation and hold it down day one for the New York Knicks. Look, he brings that same defensive intensity that Deuce McBride brings. He's not going to be the same perimeter defender, but you have somebody at the point of attack that can slow guys down. Like you think about anything like Derek White, someone of that nature. He's not going to necessarily be the ball, like the lockdown guy that you want, but he will be a disruptor. He will guard 94 feet just like Deuce McBride. It's a blow to not have Deuce McBride, man. I mean, we're talking about a guy who is having a career year. I mean, on 8 attempts, he was shooting over 40% this season. I think it was about 42%. So you're not going to get that same type of volume and production from Jose Alvarado from behind the arc, but definitely defensively, he should be there as a playmaker. He's averaging about 3 assists per game right now, but he's still somebody that for this team needs another guy who could be a ball handler, so that way Jalen Brunson can work off ball, get guys like Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby set up. So I think it's a good addition, and look, I'm looking forward to see what he provides day one.
All of a sudden, the Knicks went 8 straight. Y'all forget how many wins in a row they've had. The pinky's out again. Like, what was it, 7, 8, 9? I don't even know again.
Come on, man, pinky
Just
out. Come
last
on.
month, they was ready to fire everybody and trade everybody. All right, things can switch up here in the New York Minute. No Giannis trade, no KAT trade. The Knicks have no choice, but they got to go after the chip with KAT now. So now that this man doesn't have to worry about his name being linked to any reports or any of the rumors, do you think we are now going to see the best version or the more consistent version of KAT post-deadline?
I think what we should see is a reinvigorated Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, now that you're going to be here with the New York Knicks for the remainder of the season. This is a chance for you to prove that you can buy into Mike Brown's system and that you can really execute. And I think it's also on Mike Brown to really work and continue to utilize Towns' strengths so that way he could play at his best as well. I don't think it should be one way or the other. But for Towns right now, I mean, he's been rebounding on a whole other level. He's been averaging over 13 boards per game over the 8-game winning streak. And look, the numbers are starting to slowly creep back up. I mean, he's shooting 46% from the field, 35% from downtown on about 4 attempts per game, getting you about 15 points. You want to see that get up even higher, but we've seen some good moments from Towns. I mean, even the night, we could go back and look at last night against the Denver Nuggets. He had 18 points, I believe it was that game. And he grinded it out, man. Got a gash over his eyelid, got stitches, came right back out. And even though it was the Brunson show going on from damn near the entire game, but really from the third quarter into double OT, Towns, prior to him fouling out, was giving you some critical minutes. He was getting boards, giving you second chance opportunities, and just providing what this team needed and still being that playmaker too, working from, top of the key, working from the high post. So Towns is buying in. You see the energy there. You see the hustle. I think it just takes a little bit more time for him to adjust, but it looks like he's on that right trajectory to be that guy that we expect him to be.
Let's look ahead now because these next two are huge, man. You got the Pistons tonight, then you got Boston on Sunday. I know they're on that 8-game win streak, but for the sake of vibes around the city, do you think the Knicks need to win these 2 games this weekend to make a statement and to validate the win streak?
Definitely got to win against Detroit. Definitely got to win against Detroit. You got punked, all right? Knicks got punked the last game, and you just can't be looking like that when you're trying to compete for a championship this year. And where you're favored to make the NBA Finals, right? You're one of the top teams to be favored to make the NBA Finals. So you should go out there and go play like you look like a championship caliber team. And I'm expecting them to bounce back against Detroit tonight. And they should. They should come out with that energy, with that aggression, knowing that they have to make a statement to Detroit saying, you're just not the only ones at the top that can compete for this thing. So I would like to see them get a win tonight. They should go out there and get a win tonight just to make a statement. And then against Boston, obviously, you want to see them beat the Celtics, who have been on a hot streak right now. They got Vucevic. Jaylen Brown's playing at a high level this season. They're competing without Tatum. You know they're trying to make some noise as well. They're kind of in a win. They're kind of in a win-win situation, whether or not they go far in the playoffs or not. You get to see what Jaylen Brown is doing for them. But still, you want to go out there and go beat them too. I'll be in the building, so I'm expecting them to go compete. I need to see them get a win too, Brandon. I need to see them go get a win since we're going to be in the building on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, that is. But look, I think definitely tonight is the must-win game against Detroit.
I mean, that game on Sunday, you think about the pressure. I mean, the Knicks, they play in front of all the celebrities on Celebrity Row, but Alex Trataros is going to be in the building on Sunday. That is a lot of pressure you just put on these dudes to perform at a high level, man. Like, dang. Dang, bro.
I didn't know I was a celebrity now, Brent. I appreciate the high praise, but I don't think myself as a celebrity. I just think of myself as a guy who loves the Knicks and likes to break it down.
There we go. There we go. Appreciate you hopping on with me this morning, man.
Appreciate you as always, my man.